Good employee engagement is remarkably rare. According to the most recent research, only 15% of employees are engaged, and many are actively disengaged. They are demotivating people around them. I've worked in some of the world's leading institutions, from Oxford University to the British Foreign Office, and even the best organizations struggle to get the whole organization firing on all cylinders. And so for the past 3 years, I've been gathering pioneering business and political leaders to actually decode the process of personal and cultural transformation. How do we bring out the best in people? And what I've found is that deeper employee engagement is to be found in a new BPM: belonging, purpose, and meaning. What do I mean by belonging? Well, we all have a conventional understanding of belonging as feeling a part of a community, and yes, that's hugely important. We're not just turning up for a paycheck, but actually deeper belonging is found when we feel that our whole self is welcome. We don't have to hide major aspects of our identity. And yet this is a primary feature of corporate life. We come in with a professional mask that says, I don't have flaws, I don't have good days and bad days, I'm not vulnerable. But actually the truth is, we are. And this is becoming increasingly important to recognize because the boundaries between our private and our public lives are blurred. With always on social media, it's very difficult to tell where your personal life ends and your professional life begins. And so companies that are succeeding are celebrating that. They're welcoming the whole self to the workplace, and that creates real belonging and ultimately loyalty. And now for purpose. The most successful companies are ones where there is a visceral and embodied feeling of why this company exists. People come in every day knowing they're contributing to something that is greater than themselves. But this isn't just about reframing your product and service in terms of its positive social benefits. It's about understanding how the story of your organization fits in with the story of the world and what it needs now. And the closer that degree of alignment, the stronger the feeling of purpose. But this purpose goes much deeper than the organization. It actually goes into the individual themselves, the employee's own life journey. And that's actually about helping every employee discover what is their life purpose, why are they here, and what are they there to contribute. And if you can succeed in doing that, you can create a space for us to discover the gifts and the talents that each individual has, then engagement and inspiration go through the roof. And that even goes to the point of understanding where there isn't an alignment anymore with the employee and the company, and respectfully going their separate ways. And now for meaning. Most of us understand meaning in terms of the work that they do. Is it meaningful or not? And yes, that's important. But actually deeper meaning is to be found in wholeheartedly engaging in our own journey of development and becoming the best version of themselves. We all live complex and chaotic lives that are beset by challenges, but inside us, we have the capacity to outgrow our problems, and the companies that help us reframe the challenges that we face as opportunities for growth, they're the ones with the most palpable sense of meaning. Because people see their work in their company as an expression of their own life journey. And so creating spaces of challenge and support where people are encouraged to grow is where true meaning is to be found. Belonging, purpose, and meaning, the new BPM. This is literally the case because our heart rate changes when we experience these needs being truly met. It relaxes into a more natural, steady state, and that's actually where we find the openness and the creativity to truly excel and perform. That's really what engagement is. And so in my talks, I share the methods, the step-by-step processes that the most transformative leaders in my network use to bring this new culture of belonging, purpose, and meaning to the workplace. If you want to bring this transformative work culture into your organization, get in touch.